Okay, let's get started on the wheel. This is quite a little bit complicated to do, but we'll take a look at it and try to get it right. First thing I do want to mention, though, that this where it says 0.61 is not correct. It is supposed to be 0.60. So I want to point that out right away, that this needs to be 0.60. So I made a mistake when I was doing the math at some long time ago, but just want to point that out. Let's go ahead and get started. So we'll go ahead and get Autodesk Inventor up and running. I'm going to go with new English. Make sure to check your project so that your name is checked there. And we'll go and start with the 2D sketch, XY plane. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make this piece first, and then I'm going to revolve it around this construction line. And then we'll go from there, and then we'll have the basics from which to work. And so let me go ahead, excuse me, and where do I want to start? We'll just start right here. Go with that top line, and that needs to be 0.985 at 0 degrees, and hit enter. And then we'll go down from there. We'll go down 0.25 and then hit enter. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do this construction line real quick while I'm right here. Make sure that's at 90 degrees. And we will dimension the construction line from this line at, well, it's really close, 0.14, and then hit enter and then escape. And we do want to take off that construction line and just construction line. We'll use the object line. And so we'll go from here. Make sure it always turns green, and you've got the right degrees going, 0.110. Any mistake here will lead to long-term ramifications. And so you want to make sure and get this done correctly. 0.125. Going up and then escape. And this is where I put down the wrong dimension. So we want to make sure that this, well, one, it's at 180 degrees, and it also needs to be 0.60, not 0.61, but 0.60, and hit enter. And then that looks good. And so we'll just continue on with this line going straight down. It will be the same distance as this other one, 0.125, and that'll be good. And then we will go from here. When that line shoots down from the top, that should be 0.275, and it is. So just click it into place, and then we can go dot to dot. There we go, 0.25. You know everything is good when it's coming together like that. So this is what that looks like. And you can kind of see all the dimensions there. So I'll go ahead and finish that sketch. And we're going to revolve. It chose the shape already, so now we need to choose this construction line. That's what it needs to go around. We'll say, okay, so what does it look like? Well, that's kind of the back side. The front side looks like this. So that looks great. Okay, so the next thing we do want to do is to put the spokes in. And so let me go ahead and just create a sketch right on this side. I am going to use the back side. It just makes it a little bit cleaner. And we'll go ahead and let me go ahead and just pause this. Okay, so we're going to continue on here. And yeah, we got to put the little spokes in. How are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to start out with just a regular line. Make sure you catch the center, and we want that line just to go somewhere beyond the circle. And that, let's just put that at 100. Oh, let's hit tab and put that at 165, and then hit enter. That would be 15 degrees from here to there, and that's good. And so we'll want to put another line out there, but this one we want it to be 35 degrees from the first line that we did, and I think that would put, let's hit tab and put that at 135, 165 to 135. Yep, that's 30 degrees. And then hit escape. Yep, and that looks good. And so then we'll want to do some circles. Let's make sure to always start in the center. And that first circle is 0.75, and then hit enter. And the next circle turns green. That next circle needs to be 1.250 and hit enter. And then escape. Let's take a look at that. That doesn't look right. Oh, okay, yeah, that looks good. And so then it's just a matter of trimming off what we don't want. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. Going to get rid of this. I'm going to zoom on in here so you can see what I'm doing a little better. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of that line and that line too, because they're just not necessary. And then we're going to, yep, I'm going to get rid of that as well. Almost forgot to do that. Get rid of that and that. So all we have is this shape left. And then we'll go ahead and finish the sketch. And we're going to cut that out. So we're going to cut through all, choose the shape, and then click OK. And so you can see that's actually going straight on through. And now what we want to do is just repeat that pattern. So what we want to do is, let's see, we'll go up to this circular pattern. And it wants me to choose the feature. And that's the feature I want. And then I do want to go to the rotational axis. So click right there and then choose really any circle in there. It's set up to do 6 total. And let's see, is that what I want? I believe it is. So we'll click on OK. And it'll cut the holes right in there. So that's pretty good. And I think I'm going to stop right there for right now, and I will finish off the sketch at another time.